Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning. Starting shenanigans off with the dog. Every morning he plays with this rope, and he's so funny. He now knows the camera's on me, so he won't turn around. Not on me, on him. I never noticed his plant was here. Yes, it's been here for the whole time. Yes, it's been there the whole time. Too funny. Too funny. This is his favorite position. Let's transition into art. So, if you've been here any length of time, originally this journal was supposed to help me figure out my angst with executing a journal called Poetry, which was going to combine Poe, my love of Edgar Allan Poe, and trees, and call it Poetry Journal. I love that idea, but I could not execute the stupid thing. So Junk Journal July had already started. I decided to go with a junk journal that I had already made probably 2 years ago, using up a huge tub of scraps and see what I could come up with, get these feelings worked out of the angst worked out of my soul so that I could work on this tree poetry journal. Well, that led to a lot of painting, a purchase of a book about healing with trees. It's led to a lot of things, and I really, 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 really love the idea of poetry. But in the meantime, since making that decision, this huge fire in Yosemite, my home national park, has started. And it's tragic because all these delicious, gorgeous sequoias are in the way. Historical sequoias, 27-year-old sequoias, and it just breaks my heart. They're trying their hardest to save them, closing the park, bringing in megatons of firefighters. That's an art word, megaton. And trying their best to save these trees. So it's kind of morphing into a Yosemite tree book also. So I've been painting. I painted this morning at 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's what people do when they can't sleep. And I'm just trying to use up a bunch of scraps of paint and just not thinking, obviously, at 3 o'clock. And trying to use up scraps and come up with color combos that I normally wouldn't think about. And just getting angst out of my system. And I also printed some tree rings off of Pinterest. And I love that idea. Funny enough, some of this looks like at times the ink that comes out on a Geiger counter, not Geiger counter, seismograph after an earthquake, all connected. So I'm trying to fit these rings of the life of the tree into these trees that I painted at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I like where it's headed. I like the color combos underneath, even though most of it will be covered, except for that dark blue in the left-hand corner. I don't like that upper left-hand corner. That's too stark for me. This is a tip-in. I love those blocks that come from a spiral notebook. So I'm going to go ahead and tape it with washi tape. And then I found my clear tape, which is what I really wanted to use. And because I still want you to be able to see those spiral holes. And I'm leaving a gap there so that it folds easily, because I think I'm going to have some paper over the seam here. So I'm kind of, thinking ahead about thickness and blah, 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 putting down the tree with all the life rings on it and trying to figure out how I could wrap those rings around the tree to protect them from fires. And that just didn't look right to me. So I love these trees. I absolutely love these trees. I outlined them with ink. And they're just scraps of paint cleaning off a paintbrush, but sometimes those are the best. Those are the best. No matter how hard I try to look casual, and it either looks stupid or way too elementary. Funny enough, that is another piece of paper that had string underneath it that was painted over in green, so it looks like branches of a tree. Hello. But I'm writing facts down about the fire as of yesterday, the 11th of July. 2,044 acres, 545 firefighters, 22% contained, which is a lot because yesterday it was 0. And the cause is still under investigation. And now if I find out that somebody set this fire, I'm going to be really mad. I'm going to be mad if they accidentally let a fire get out of control in a designated area, which happens. But if somebody set this fire, I'm going to be really mad. I don't know what's wrong with humanity in the United States. It's just really messed up right now. Really messed up. Really messed up. Really messed up. I mean, I go to my art group and I'm the only one that's not talking because my entire art group are Trump supporters, except for me. In case you didn't know that, I'm not one. I'm trying not to be political. That other man's support team. And it's dividing our country in so many ways. And people see it, but some people don't. And it's just horrific. Horrific. Life is bad enough at times. Why do we have to have all this other angst thrown in? So I'm just trying to make a cluster underneath my little sign that I'm not sign, but just journaling spot that I did. There's another ring of trees. No, those are mushrooms growing on the side of a tree. I mean, all of this is, and the paper, of course, came from a tree. Thank you, tree, for giving us this paper. Or maybe it's from recycled stuff. I don't know. But loving how this is all coming together. So I'm getting farther and farther away from my poetry idea. Maybe they'll put the fire out and I'll go back to it. I don't know. It's designated by nature right now. Oh, I love that. That's going to be the title of this journal. Designated by nature. I got to write that down before I forget it. And excuse the dog barking in the background. My husband is out and he's feeling sorry for himself because he's left behind, but with just me. Designated by nature. So, loving this. Took a Copic marker and kind of did some outlines around the edges just to set them out a little bit more. Loving this. Giving me lots and lots of love. This journal is. Thank you, journal. All right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.